What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke now, back at a brand new WWE Champions video. Now, we are in the midst of another Dead Space in Champions. Now, granted, we do have a brand new contest based around the official in-game, in-ring debut of Ruthless Aggression Trickster Eddie Guerrero, Viva la Raza, both having a faction and solo contest available for everybody. Now, I'm not going to lie, the resources and rewards from those milestones are pretty clutch. They are pretty clutch, but some of us might end up getting hit with a certain type of wall, aka a paywall, so you can finish the rest of the content. Now, I, for one, I can be honest with you, I have yet to pull Attitude Era Acrobat Eddie Guerrero Latino Heat, and I also don't have Hall of Fame technician Eddie Guerrero either. But at the end of the day, these are just a part of the growing pains of champions. Sometimes you're going to be able to clear some content without issue, and other times you're not going to be able to so much. Now, I'm not even really upset about this because I've been known since the release of this intel. Okay, I don't have any of the Eddies, so I'm kind of limited with what I'm going to be able to do. But there's just so many offers, painting a pretty picture inside the store right now. It does truly baffle me, but hey, people are going to do what they're going to do. What are y'all thinking about this month-long spin ban? I, for one, can tell you this. I had high hopes for it, and I'm still optimistic about it. I'm still feeling that some people have been staying committed to it. I feel that a lot of us are trying our best to. But I tell you what, these type of contests do show the gullibility of the community. Allow me to explain. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the spin ban, there's a real easy way to find out if someone's been spending or not. And I was saying you can go and check out your faction log the same way you find out who buys what from the swag shop. If you do scan it thoroughly, you will come across if someone bought, like, an enhanced pack or something, some type of power pack for the different classes for your superstars. But there is another way to find out if someone's been spending or not, and that's simply just going to your reward section when it comes to checking out your inventory, checking out your in-game messages. You also have your rewards column, and if you're getting dice inside of your rewards column, it's because someone's been spending. And if you look at the numbers of dice that you are getting for the said contest, you know how much a member has spent. And I've been getting a boatload of those. Now, I'm not knocking anybody from Phoenix Rises. It is what it is. Like I said, you're going to do what you want to do with your disposable income at the end of the day. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. I was highly optimistic about this. I really thought that people could band together, but then you got other factions who are literally shitting on everybody because of the simple fact that no one's spending, and literally you just see them climbing up the leaderboards like it's nothing because there isn't no competition. And so you got certain top factions getting bashed every single day, and then you got others who aren't batting an eye at another top faction that's literally mollywopping everybody because, oh, y'all aren't spending, well, we are. So this community is fascinating, to say the least. It's certainly entertaining, but it's the type of entertainment that I don't want to have no part of. I'm glad that Eddie's in the game, and Eddie is a guy that's literally going to have people opening up their wallets because Eddie was just a likable guy. He's one of those wrestlers, like, you might not like him for whatever reason, to each his own, right? Because everyone has their favorites. But he's always been a guy that literally, like, he always had a lovable character in ring. He was definitely talented and gifted. So he's just one of those guys that it's going to be easy for certain people to open their wallets up for. And I'm not knocking anybody, especially if with the situation that I mentioned earlier, certain things are going to be behind a wall, a paywall at that. Because I don't have Eddie, either Acrobat, Technician, or now Trickster. So when you get to the part of the content where you need Eddie, you need him as a tag team partner. You need him to finish that final bound of tours. You get put with a situation. Either you get mad lucky with some early tier Silver League pulls to get Acrobat Eddie. That helps you out with one part of the puzzle. And then you're hoping and praying that you can pull Viva La Raza Eddie or even Hall of Fame Eddie for the other parts of the debacle. So, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I'm grateful for what I've been able to finish. It's been really fun for me. I did enjoy the content. It was solid for sure. Some of today's triumphs have actually been pretty interesting with the superstars that have been needed. Batista, Rated R Superstar Edge, Mark Henry. It's been very fascinating, but I still feel that there's a big hole missing when it comes to the amount of content that all of us could be enjoying, whether free to play or pay to play. I feel that they could easily be launching other superstars into the game that could be up for a couple of weeks, the same way we do like the week long contest, the way that we did for NWO and the Zombies. I feel that we could still do something like that for some new additions to the team. For instance, there could easily be a couple tours up that you get to grind out for a set amount of weeks. Even after you complete them, you could just go back and farm out the nodes, and those nodes will give you shards for that featured free to play champion, because there's certain characters that don't need a mega superstar. Certain characters that could fill in the hole somewhere. Like you could easily get, like for instance, you could have a mega superstar hardcore Bob Holly, but you can easily have a free to play Crash Holly. Okay, you could easily have like a free to play Spike Dudley. Certain characters that can come into the game, you can just grind out their tours. You can get the shards for them to fuse them up from 1 star all the way up to maybe 2 or 3 star, helping you out with getting them set up so you know how much you have to actually pump into them, especially if they got certain coaching or training abilities that are clutch. I mean, there's a lot of ways around this. There are a lot of superstars with the IP that is the WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, World Wrestling Federation, okay? When you have an IP as huge as the WWE, there are a boatload of characters that could be introduced to this game that would just change things up. That would get people interested, and you could still have certain requirements like, oh, you can only use an Attitude Era category champion to do these tours, both male or female. You can only use a Reality Era champion to complete these tours. You could still have something like that. It would get people interested and give something for everyone to do, even when there's a dead space in the game. Because when we have dead spaces, it's painfully obvious. And now, with the conclusion of Viva La Raza about to hit, I think we're going to have a showdown tournament this weekend, if not next weekend. But all in all, y'all, what are your thoughts? How far have y'all gotten with the Viva La Raza contest? What are your thoughts on Ruthless Aggression Trickster Eddie Guerrero? Legit, I was highly impressed. This guy's a monster. This dude is going to be able to keep mad health. This dude's going to be able to cycle like no tomorrow. He's a beast. MP thief, and even if you're not going for the MP steals with those finishers, he's still a problem. He's still a monster. So y'all definitely know. Let me know your thoughts about this spin ban. How it has gone. What kind of content is missing from the game. I know that I said, would you like to see come to the game or come back to the game? But what kind of content is Champions missing? I really feel that we could have more champions than we have now. And making every new superstar, mega superstar release from the 3-star era to the 4-star era of now was definitely a bad look. Every champion doesn't deserve that kind of, commemoration when coming into the game. Let's just be realistic. Now, looking back at the amount of champions that we have now, certain champions definitely did not need that mega superstar look back in the day. So, there's a lot of champions that could have been divvied up and handled in a more responsible manner. But bad times don't last. But champions do. Let me know your thoughts. I really didn't feel like releasing anything yesterday just because I'm basically talking about it today. We just got one new thing in with the Viva La Raza contest, and outside of that, I just really feel that there could be more champions that could be in the game by now, and they could have their excuses of Scopely saying, well, we already have everything predetermined. We already have everything set up. Y'all could easily squeeze in new people, and it doesn't have to be forced or rushed. It could easily be organic because y'all know who y'all have set up to be top tier guys and gals, and y'all know who isn't meant to be. So that gives y'all enough opportunity and thought to go ahead and put something together to create a pretty solid set of content that keeps everyone interested. I'm still baffled at the fact that we are in May 2020's Colossal Classics New Era category MLC, and we have yet to see a properly released New Gen Era category champion throughout this MLC. It is baffling to me. Typhoon, the free-to-play champion. Earthquake, the prize wall champion. But again, Champa, Sid, and now Eddie, all of them representing other era categories. I don't understand that. When you do content, it should all be as a collective front. It should all make sense. And sadly, they didn't do it with this one. Or is that, I don't know what that's saying. Does that show how much faith they have or how little faith they have in New Gen? I don't really know. When you got top tier units like you got Razor Ramon. You got Doink the Clown, okay? You got a skip turn monster and Bam Bam Bigelow. You got British Bulldog, one of the first champions ever to have moves that do not move the pin bar, okay? We had a free to play in HBK Heartbreak Kid. Now we got Typhoon, obviously. I don't know. I really don't know. There's a lot of characters that come to my mind when thinking about New Gen. There are a lot of characters that come to mind. I'm still surprised we haven't seen 123 Kid. This would have been the perfect opportunity to bring him in and have the click. You know, the click all together. We got Dead Man Undertaker. We were giving him for free a free 4-star bronze. I'm just baffled that they can go to the well multiple times when it comes to Attitude Era or Legends or modern. But New Gen, yes, it was a niche era category, but it still had plenty of hits. You had plenty of characters to go to the well on. They could easily, like I said, on his way out, they could have easily done a new generation Hulk Hogan. You know, before he set up shop in the Attitude Era with the Outsiders, they could have easily done a skinny Hogan. I don't know. But y'all let me know in the comments below. Mad love to each and every single one of y'all, my beloved hashtag champions fam. And hashtag make WWE champions better. Y'all let me y'all let me know down below how y'all feeling about champions. What do y'all think they could do to get rid of the dead spaces? What kind of content do you think the game should really try out? What characters do you think should be released as free to play units to fill up the time? Give us something to do. And yeah, pretty much it, man. Y'all have a great weekend if we do have Showdown Tournament. Best of luck to each and every single one of y'all. Get that notoriety up. Get those coins. Walk out like a champ. And go complete beast mode for those resources and rewards from the milestones. But outside of that, y'all, until next time, viva la raza. Peace.